Hey, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Boone Show on My Pulse Radio. Happy to be with you. Coming off our Halloween show last week. That was a
great
lot of
show.
fun, wasn't it?
Great show.
I loved that show.
Yes.
So a lot of pressure on our guests tonight.
And I purposely went home and not watched those shows that they told me to watch. I purposely did not.
Other people went home and they did watch.
That's
it.
right.
I've had a few comments about that. So, but that was a great show. Anytime you talk about movies, it's kind of something that everybody gets into in some form or fashion. So it was really cool, and the guests were great. So tonight we have a very special guest with us, as we always do. Joining me, John Boone, Holly Harrell, Danica, not Danica Patrick, but Danica Weller. I almost said it. Is over there. She's our senior producer. And our very special guest is a mother of one of our seniors, but she also does some other stuff than raising
very important
a fine
things.
young lady. And that is Julie Bell from the WebbCraft Family Foundation. Thanks for coming.
Well, thank you for inviting me. I'm glad to be here.
Now, we're going to talk a lot about WebbCraft, but I want to talk about you first of all. Let's get to know you a little bit. So tell us kind of about your personal history.
Well, I grew up in Anderson. I'm 48 and lived over in Anderson most of my life, but I did meet my husband in 2000. And as we got married in 2001, we started trying to decide where we wanted to live, and we looked at some of the school districts and things, and we made Belton our home, and a lot of my relatives lived over here. My mother is from Belton, so we decided to move over this way.
All right, so you're basically from this area, growing up and everything. So tell us about, you went to Clemson, right?
Yes, I went to Clemson University after graduating West Side. I was there from 95 to 99 and started out as a biological major, science major degree. Decided pretty early I wanted to switch that to marketing. So I graduated.
That's a big switch.
It was.
It
Was a big switch. And graduated with a marketing degree in 99.
Okay, and then what'd you do after that career-wise?
Career-wise, after that, I took a job with the Anderson Independent Mail. So I worked there straight out of college and did that for about 9 to 10 years. I worked in outside sales, so I would go out to different businesses. Sometimes they knew I was coming, sometimes just cold calls. But started off selling ads, the flyers that you would get in the paper years ago.
Yep, the inserts.
And it was the inserts. And we could also do the inserts to certain zip codes, so we did direct mail marketing. So it was really interesting. And kind of worked with the graphic team, coming up with the designs for the ads and running things back and forth. And I actually worked the Oconee Pickens area for a while also. So a lot of driving, but it was nice. And then when I had Reagan, I decided to be a stay-at-home mom for a little bit, which was very rewarding at the time. And then as she started into school, probably kindergarten or so, I said, I think I want to get back out there. I didn't really know if I wanted to go straight back into sales. So I started substitute teaching at her schools, and that was a lot of fun. And then now I'm currently a chiropractic assistant, office assistant in Town Square Chiropractic in Belton.
Oh,
okay.
that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yes.
Now, is she your only child?
She is. So she's a senior at BHP, and of course comes out here to the Career Center and does the media broadcasting with the radio and the production side, and really enjoys it.
Oh,
Yes, she's very good at what she does. She is a unique person
yeah.
in that I think she is she's not an introvert, but you would call her kind of a select introvert. She can be very introverted when she wants to be and stay away from everything. But once you get her talking, she's
got it.
very
She is like
extrovert.
that. She
She's
is.
very energetic, and her show is on the air. She never wants anybody to hear them, which is weird because it is radio. But she does great and does such a high energy show that you just wouldn't expect it from the Reagan that comes in
Right.
and is,
Right.
doesn't draw attention to
Sure,
herself
sure.
like some of the other kids do.
And with her close friends, of course, like you said, she's so extroverted and loves to get out there and do stuff, but she can be a little bit more reserved. She's
Right.
not going to be the one that I guess needs the top attention or anything, but she's going to get in there and help and everything.
You okay?
Bless you.
You okay, Holly?
I am.
Okay.
Excuse me.
You
I'm
Say
got
it's a
you got a
live
mute
show.
button over there.
I know, I
We-
forget,
We
I
finally
forget.
put them in for you. There we go. Hit the button. Hit the button. Oh, it's not
Not going
coming
to
yet?
happen this
Okay.
time.
It's that time of year.
Yeah, yeah. I got the sniffles.
me.
All right. Okay, so again, I'm saving WebbCraft for a whole nother segment. So tell us this. You have a few very cool interests, things you do on the side, one of which you say you're a Disney adult.
Yes.
Now, I have one of those in the family
Oh, do
as well.
you?
My daughter
Okay.
is, and she's at one level. I don't know what level you're at.
I'll tell you this, and this is probably pretty embarrassing for Reagan because we call it her little brother. But I'm so much of a Disney adult. I have like a 4-foot Donald animatronic
Oh, my.
in the kitchen that I dress in different outfits all year.
Oh, my.
And I'll say, now your brother is wishing you a happy birthday. And she'll go, please don't.
That
Please
is a
don't."
different level.
Reagan's
So-
not coming to school
So,
tomorrow.
how many times over the year do you normally go to Disney?
Well, we go every year. I used to go twice a year from the age probably 10 to 24. And then we started having to pare it down to about once a year. But we always run over there at least once or twice a year.
So, is this specifically Magic Kingdom, or you're not?
Right.
You don't care.
I love all the parks. I will say Animal Kingdom. I do love animals, but I feel like I could go to a zoo around here. It's not my favorite. So Magic Kingdom and Epcot, they're probably my top ones. But we try to rotate the different ones. So if we've done Magic Kingdom, next summer we might do Hollywood Studios.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so we have a lot of fun going, and I collect all the Loungefly, all the ears, all that different things. We go on Disney cruises, and when I say we, I mean me and my husband for our anniversary.
Oh, not
Oh,
not
my
Donald.
goodness.
Okay.
You and your husband.
Oh, just us. That's our like dream anniversaries. Is we already have one booked for next year for our 25th anniversary. So
Oh my goodness.
Well,
It's
don't
fun.
give away too much more because
Okay.
we're actually going to rate you a little later on
Oh,
as to
okay.
how high on the list you are as a Disney adult.
all right.
All right, you've already said some of the things that will be included in that little quiz coming up, which I expected. But also, you say you're famous for finding deals.
I do. I love a good sale. Like, I guess some men love to hunt. And, to me, a great sale is the best thing.
Amen.
I'm telling you, if I go out somewhere, if I'm at TJ Maxx and I find, let's say, some Disney earrings, Disney type thing, I'm going to let everybody I know about it. I'm going to take pictures. I'm going to embarrass my daughter again on Facebook, putting up where I found coupons, where I have deals. Black Friday is great. Me and two of my friends go out, 5
you
a.m.
still go out. Yeah.
We still go out. But I have a lot of fun just finding deals, eBay,
So
those
you
type of things.
did this do during like social media kind of stuff you put on? Like if I was your Facebook friend, I could see these deals?
I'm not. No, not
Oh,
too.
okay.
It's here and there, to be honest. Just mainly for my own.
It sounds like
I
a good
guess,
idea.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true. I used to love those shows where you would have the coupon
couponers?
extreme
Yeah, to see how much they
couponing.
save.
Yes.
Because I do go on social media and look at like the Walgreens deals this week and the
Right.
CVS deals these weeks. I do
Yes.
that, but I don't do much more than
And
that.
Dollar Tree, I love the Dollar Tree hacks and Dollar Tree things you can get. It's amazing what they really have now.
Sure.
Now, the last thing that I had under the personal stuff was you've met a bunch of celebrities in your what you've been doing. I'm sure with the foundation and other things, Disney, all that. So, who are some of the celebrities you
Well,
name drop?
Right. Funny thing is celebrities I consider celebrities. Maybe nowadays it would be embarrassing celebrities, but I would say Donnie Wahlberg from New Kids on the Block,
Oh, yeah.
Aaron Tippin, country singer,
Yeah.
Yes.
Neil Patrick Harris,
Oh,
Yeah, Doogie Howser.
yes,
Yeah.
Gina Davis. Both of them were at Disney at Typhoon Lagoon. So in the bathing suits, hey, how you doing? I was a teenager, so of course we
holy
were
cow,
screaming.
Yeah. And Typhoon Lagoon's not there anymore, correct?
Yeah, they
It's-
just took it
it's-
out, right? Just recently. Didn't they do something over there?
They
did.
do shut down either Blizzard Beach or Typhoon Lagoon for updates every season,
maybe
and
that's
one
what I
stays
heard. Okay.
open. But there is,
The Tom Sawyer Island is what they, I think, took out.
yes,
They did. You're right.
that
They
is
did.
inside Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Typhoon Lagoon is still there, and so is Blizzard Beach. You said
It is, and both of those are water parks.
Yeah.
Yes,
very cool.
Yeah. That's funny to meet
and
those
some
just people
wrestlers. I
hanging
mean,
out
you
there.
know, like Jake the Snake.
Yeah.
That
And
type
so
of
where do you,
things.
besides at Disney, where else would you meet these
Corey Feldman. Sorry,
Corey
I have
Feldman.
to.
Holy cow.
I was pulling so hard for him on Dance with the Stars. Immediately, he was voted off. I thought me and I guess 3 of my other friends were the only ones voting for him. But yeah, we actually went to see Corey
Poor guy's
Feldman.
been through so much.
I know we went and saw him in concert in Greer.
Oh, boy.
And paid $100 for a
In
meet and
Greer?
greet afterwards.
How was the concert?
I'll tell you this. He put on a 2.5 hours of everything he had. I mean, he danced his heart out. He sang the best he could. It was very entertaining. It was like you were in a time warp or something. I don't
Well, I
even know how to
was gonna say,
explain.
How old is he?
I feel a bless your heart coming on
He
soon.
was
Bless his
probably
heart.
58,
Yeah,
57.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
like,
got,
what
he's
is
got
it?
to be up there, yeah.
Corey Feldman.
But it was
He
great.
was-
I had the VIP pass, all that good stuff.
I didn't
That's
actually
funny.
knew he sang.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's had a band
he
for a
went,
long time.
And he went on tour with Fred Durst
Yeah.
last year. So that was a huge thing for him to be brought on the Loserville tour.
Yeah, he's 54.
So,
That's interesting.
yeah, wow, I didn't realize, I never thought you'd
Me either.
drop Corey Feldman, and you're a big fan of Corey Feldman. But that's okay. He was in a Friday the 13th movie,
He
by
was.
The way.
He was in, yeah.
Part 4.
And Gremlins
talking
and
about
Stand
last
By
week.
Me.
Gremlin-
Gremlin. Well, I remember him in
Stand
the
By Me
Goonies.
was,
Lost Boys.
The
yeah,
Goonies.
yeah, yeah.
Like that. I
Yes.
think that
A
was
lot
my
of great
first movie
movies
with
back
them.
then.
Yeah.
Well, somebody I grew up watching as a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 2 Corys, of course, License to Drive.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've just pulled it up. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He was in.
Dream a Little Dream.
Yes, that's
he,
on
he
here.
was in a good many movies,
Yeah.
but
He was.
but it's been a
Lost Boys,
while.
Stand
They
By
say
Me.
now his net worth's 30,000. He's having a difficult time, I
Ugh.
think. So,
Wow.
he tried to get. I think the payday was around 300,000 to do Dancing with the Stars. So, hopefully, it was worth it.
He got eliminated the first
That
He
is
group.
did.
hysterical.
Oh, poor kid.
Gosh.
Did.
All right. We're going to take a quick time out. When we come back, we'll talk about the WebbCraft Family Foundation with our guest, Julie Bell. You're listening to The Boone Show on My Pulse Radio. Yeah, that's Danica's show. Unhinged. on every Monday, 1 p.m. Listen,
It's very loud.
it is very loud, but usually not you. It's your cohort.
That's because she keeps getting mad at
She
me.
gets, yeah, she is.
I've listened to your show. It's really good.
It is.
I
It's
enjoy
good.
it.
There's
I
nothing
like
wrong with it, but yeah, Jada likes to make her opinions known, which is great. That's why you have the platform. All right, Julie Bell, our guest from the WebbCraft Family Foundation. Tell us a little bit about how this got started. It's been around for 25 years. I just found out about it last year. Tell us what the reason why it started, some of the history and the mission of the foundation.
Well, my aunt wanted to have a way to give back to the community. So she's been very blessed in her life, and she grew up here in the Belton Honey Path community, right next door to this area. And she really wanted to find a way that she could give back to the community that had given and taught her so much. And she was very close to her grandparents, which are my great-grandparents, Kathleen Webb and Plumer Craft. And so she wanted to find a way to keep something going with the family that they can be involved in for generations, give back to the community, and honor her grandparents. So she came up with the name WebbCraft Family Foundation, and so it was established in 2000. And then we got together, formed the board. You know, she had different members and people she wanted to bring on, and then we accepted that, and we did a lot of learning. We had a lady come in that kind of taught us different things. We came up with a mission statement, what some of our goals were going to be, and then one of our first grants was in 2001.
All right. So what has been your focus areas? It seems like most of the things you do are with education.
It is mainly we focus on education's art and culture, and primarily for the Belton Honey Path and surrounding communities.
And why was it those areas of focus, do you think?
I think from her perspective, she saw in this area that a lot of emphasis went towards sports, even when she was growing up years ago, and that there was always some type of sport going on, or you could get scholarships through sports, things like that. But she was really involved in art, and she loved art, and she had a hard time sometimes having as much support with that, and she didn't see as much art in the community. So she really wanted to give towards something that would support people that may have that side with arts or different culture, just expose people not only to athletics, but to other things that they could excel in.
And y'all have given thousands
Oh, yeah.
of dollars to
I
the
think
community.
it's over $3 million.
It's almost 3.4 million.
Yeah, and to us alone, you've given, I mean, I don't even know how much, but I know it's a portion of that. And so the impact of what you've done with us here at ACTC is incredible. I can't imagine what you've done now for the millions of dollars you've given out to smaller organizations, or the District 2 in general, and just the minor impact that you've made on so many children growing up over the years, I'm sure has by far exceeded what you guys thought you were going to get. And how long have you've been doing this for 20 years? 24 years now?
Yes.
How much longer are you going to be able to sustain this? I mean, this is huge.
Well, we hope that it will continue for generations. It's set up in a way, and we have, Michael Pascusi, who is our financial director, and he is on the board, and he has really set us up with different bonds and stocks and that you give just a certain percentage so that your total amount stays consistent. So that way it is supposed to continue for generations. And the impact is really, it can be emotional because a lot of times we get back feedback. And so some of the kids that go on some of the field trips that we've given to, they'll write little letters or things, and it might be the first time they've went anywhere outside the community.
Yeah.
You know, we can take that for granted, but that can really impact. It's one thing in the classroom, and it's a way to reward teachers and the schools when they put these field trips together, when they put the reading boxes together, just different things, just like the media broadcasting and what the Career Center has expanded and they're able to do. it's almost like the least we could do is support that with grants.
Right.
And be able to expose the kids to so much, because college is one avenue for children and it's great, but there's so many other avenues, and going the technological routes and different things and showing them these could be career fields also to be successful in is very important.
I mean, you've taken away so many barriers for kids who don't realize they even have a barrier, you know, like you said, with the arts and culture and those kind of things. So to be able to be exposed to that and allow teachers and people of authority to be able to manipulate the money to make it fit, because I know that with us, when we get our money, it's incredible, because we're trying to get our bang for our buck, right? And so we may be put in a hole where we can't do this because we don't have the funds, and then here you guys give us the money and we can impact so many more people.
Right.
It's incredible. I mean,
It
the
really
volunteer
is.
opportunities for our students, going to the elementary schools and educating those, as well as helping our kids now in what they want to do after high school. I mean, it's just huge.
Right. And just like with the, for example, with the Belton Center for the Arts and also with the museum in Belton, they just had the Belton Standpipe Festival, and they have the different artisans that come out, and so they have the school kids that come over and have a day of that, and homeschool kids. But then also it's open to the community that Saturday, where you can go down there and they show the ways that people used to do things now, and that's part of a grant that we give toward the museum.
awesome.
And then with the art grant, they have different programs, or if somebody wants to take a summer class but they can't afford it, some of that money can be used. So, and my aunt really always has said that another important thing is they used to do the Washington trips. That's kind of changed to different things. But she always has felt like if somebody wants to go on a field trip and they're not able to go for some reason, if they can't fundraise, that money should be there for them to be able to experience and do things like that. And we had a big reading grant also with District 2 that helped fund some of the reading coaches and all that, because that was a huge need. That's one of the top needs that we see at most schools, is just reading by third grade, being able to read. And if you can get in there early and do that, that really sets people up for so much in the future.
Oh yeah, I mean, statistics show if you can get somebody to read on grade level by third grade, by the end of the third grade, the likelihood of going to prison or jail or being incarcerated is like 80% less. Like, it's a huge statistic.
Right.
And
And
y'all must feel good going home after you make these decisions to say, you know what, I've impacted so many people with these decisions.
it really is. And I tell you, the easy years are where we have enough money to do every grant. Some years that is
Sure.
a challenge, and you try to maybe, look at all the grants as a whole or do partial or things like that. It can be hard, but we've built back up since COVID in 2020, so we're getting a lot of grants. But honestly, it feels so good, but we always think to ourselves, we could have all the money that we could give, but if it wasn't for the teachers being able to do this, if it wasn't for the programs and all the different things that are in place in this area and that people have come up with and wrote the grants to do, it wouldn't matter, it wouldn't happen. So we're really blessed in this community and with the people that we have in this community leading the kids.
What a neat, that is just so, what a neat component of your life to be able to give back.
It really has been a blessing. It can be hard work to get through some of the things, but I feel really blessed to be part of it.
So is everybody on the board somehow family?
Pretty much everybody is family, except I would say Mike Pascuzzi, which is basically like family to my aunt, but he is more of the financial member of the board.
Okay.
So he does all of financials.
Right.
Yes.
Right. That's cool.
Yes.
And that's what amazed me about the whole
Yeah.
thing. We were talking before the show is just, and you kind of referenced it, how it's put together financially, that it doesn't totally rely on people giving money to it.
That's right.
They have their investments and from an original endowment, and it just keeps earning money
Yeah.
over and over.
It's not going to go away.
Yeah,
There's
it's not
a
going to
risk
go
of
away.
it going away.
And
That's right.
now that it's built up after having a rough time during COVID, when everybody had a rough time, that sometimes they are just looking for new ways to help out.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's community based it doesn't get absorbed into these big companies, and you never know where your money goes.
And
all
it's
that.
here.
It's
It's where you
right
live,
here in
where
the
you
community.
work, where your
So it makes
children
a huge difference.
or your
Yes.
child or your family members. I mean, it's going to impact them too.
Yes, it
Like,
really
how cool
has.
is
It's
that?
really cool. I see. Well, there's. Well, why don't you tell us what are some of the things you're working on now with the foundation?
Well, we're actually going to have a meeting coming up in about 2 weeks, and then we'll be reviewing all of our grant requests that come in. We have 2 deadlines, April 1st and October 1st are our grant deadlines. If anybody's interested in learning more, you can go to WebbCraft.org, and that's with 2 B's, WebbCraft.org. And that kind of gives you an outline of what our mission is, who can put in for the grants, and what the guidelines are. But so I really have not seen our grants coming up this year. They're being prepared, and we'll have a meeting to review those grants and approve those grants. And that meeting will be for the first part of next year. Yeah, so I know that we consistently have grants that we give to the Belton Arts Center, the museum. Usually all the different elementary schools have what we consider the kindergarten reading boxes. We'll usually get those on a consistent basis. There's a couple different 8th grade field trips. Some go to Charleston, Honeypath and Belton do a trip. It's just a big variety that we have coming in. And we do have some outside ones that come in. Sometimes they're included if it could impact people in the Belton Honeypath area. So we've had a couple of those come in, or BEMA, different things like that. And we do have discretionary money as board members that we can give to things that are on our heart, more specifically if it's a 501c3.
Very good. And you've consistently given us money, and you've allowed us to expand, because our population here is all 4 high schools, the Anderson 1 and Anderson 2. And it was very difficult at first to try to narrow that down just to that BHP area.
Right.
But y'all were so gracious to say, if it's needed,
That's right.
do it.
That's right.
And you've allowed us
Yes.
that flexibility in that situation.
And especially with schools and places that we have a rapport with, and we see what they're doing with the money, and we're like, there's no question that they use this money to the best benefit, and they're not consistent. I mean, you do so much with the money that we give you. We get those reports back, and you can just see how much you do with it, that we're like, this is an easy one. I mean, we just get to Anderson Career Center, and we're like, yes, every year, because we just see the impact. I mean, personally, now that Reagan's been out here 3 years, of course, I've seen the impact of it. And from other, friends, their children, they do cosmetology. They're able to graduate and have something they can fall back on. Even if they're going into another career, they can work on the weekends and earn extra money. It's really amazing. I mean, how much money they save putting in the little bit of money they put into it, what it would cost you to go to a cosmetology school. I mean, it's a no-brainer if you're interested in that. So, I mean, we're really lucky to have this in the area.
Well, you can come work for us and be our PR person.
Yes, please do. We could use the help.
That's right.
That's right.
Well, thank you again. It
Yes.
does make a difference.
Well, thank you. And we love to reward teachers, too. We have had grants come in where sending teachers to maybe training, or there was one in Atlanta. I'm trying to think of the name of it, where there was a man that had a place in Atlanta where he would bring teachers, and it was a big school. Oprah had him on a couple times. It's not coming to me, but it's a real fun place, and he would pump teachers up, and he had a school up there, but they love to go. But we've sent teachers on things. We don't give them individuals, but if it's a program like that,
Yep.
we love to reward the teachers that are doing a good bit. And especially, sometimes people say, well, I haven't ever. Well, you just have to put in the grant. You
right.
do have to put in the grant.
It does take work.
It does take work, but if you have somebody that does well with writing grants, maybe get some information from them. We've got where you can print out the application. And always, call Jessica Jennings, our administrative assistant. She's great to answer any
She
questions.
is fantastic.
That's right. And even if there's times where we maybe don't have enough information, so we cannot give the grant. And we do have a condition that's just maybe more information is needed. Or sometimes it doesn't fit the grant guidelines. But we really try to give as much as we can.
That sounds great. When we come back, we're going to switch gears and just have some fun talking about some things with Julie. But again, not to discount what we just heard, WebbCraft Family Foundation is great. And that website, again, is?
It is www.webbcraft.org.
All right, so if you want more information on that, yeah, fantastic. Unbelievable.
It is. It
Helped
really
us out
is.
for a couple of years now, and that's, I haven't heard of anybody like them around here.
I would love to be able to do that with mine. Create a foundation
Yeah,
to give money
the Harold
back.
Foundation.
That's right.
And I just think my great-grandparents probably that were outside having to wring chicken necks for food and everything,
Yeah.
what they would never imagine.
Oh,
that
they're
was-
smiling down at
It's
y'all.
really,
Yeah.
it's really neat to think
What a
back. I used to
difference.
run around the farm out
Very
there,
proud.
and now we have the office is at their old house.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, how awesome is that?
That is.
You just go home feeling
Great
good.
legacy. Yeah. All right. Zach can't join us tonight. He's on his way back from Dallas.
That's right. Which
But
is
I
okay
can-
because everybody lost this weekend.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I can give you his sports report. Dallas lost.
right.
Clemson lost. Ren lost.
Right.
And there's wrestling next week.
Right.
There you go. Talk to you next week, Zach. He is coming in studio next week.
Oh my goodness.
So if you've never seen Zach,
He's
you
a
will have the
mess.
chance on the YouTube feed.
That's right.
Next week. Quick break on the Boone Show, My Pulse Radio. Wednesdays at noon, the Rival Talk radio show with Avery and what's his name?
Isaac.
Isaac. He'll love that I said what's his name. All right now we are going to quiz our guest who says she is a Disney adult. We're going to check and see if she is indeed and how she rates. Talking to Julie Bell from WebbCraft Family Foundation. Okay, so there's going to be a series of questions.
All right.
We'll just run through them quickly. And depending on your answer, you'll get a particular
score.
score, and we'll see where your score is
I'm
at the end.
ready.
All right, so here we go. How often do you visit a Disney park? Never been? Well, that's not true. Once or twice, every few years, every year, or multiple times a year, or an annual pass holder?
Every year.
Every year. Put down a 4 for
Got
that
it.
one. She got a 4. All right. Have you ever celebrated a birthday, honeymoon, or anniversary at Disney?
Absolutely.
Okay. Is it a life event tradition, or just yes, and it was magical, or just once for fun?
I would say every other year. I don't know how you rate that.
Okay, let's
missed
see.
the
It's
scale.
a life event. Well, let's see. Would that be a 4
I mean,
or
she went for
5?
her anniversary.
But
her
you
and her
got-
We go
husband.
about every other year on a Disney cruise for our anniversary.
I would say that's a tradition. Give her a 5 on that.
Five,
Give her a
five, five.
on that.
Okay.
When you go to the parks, do you, 1, just follow the group, 2, enjoy the rides casually, 3, have a park plan and favorite rides, 4, coordinate outfits, or 5, have spreadsheets, Genie Plus strategy, and snack rankings.
I would say I am the map. We do have Genie Plus going. I've already got the Disney reservations. I already
Oh,
know where
come
we're
on.
going.
She's a 5.
5. Got it.
Now she already answered some of these.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I meant. Well, I didn't want to go too far before, but we're getting the official scoring right now, okay? Do you collect anything from the parks? Pins, ears, popcorn buckets, etc.? 1, nope. 2, a couple souvenirs. 3, some pins or ears. 4, I have a shelf of collectibles. Or 5, I hunt limited editions online.
I would say all of the above. I have Loungefly. I have ears. I have pins. I have the popcorn buckets. I have
5.
the cups. I
Got
have
it.
the Starbucks Disney
More than
mugs.
just a shelf.
It's
You
a
have-
it's a real problem.
Do you shop online too? Do you search
Oh
out
yeah,
stuff?
I
Like the
mean, I
Donald
had to
Duck
have the
thing.
Ghost Mickey for Halloween popcorn bucket, but I wasn't there.
Is there a 10 I could
So
put on here?
I've got to turn to my Disney shopper
Do we need
and
to
get
go
them
any
to
further?
send it to
I know,
us.
This is ridiculous. All right, how much Disney decor or merchandise is in your home or office?
Is the Donald Duck included?
I'll skip the none or a mug or keychain. 3, a shelf's worth. 4, several displays. Or 5, my house could double as Main Street USA.
I would say I'm not 5 level, but I'm probably right at a 3-4.
Put her 4.
Okay.
She has more than the shelf. She has a Donald Duck as her son.
I know. That's what I'm
Yes,
saying.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Now, this is more about the things around Disney. Like, how often do you rewatch Disney movies? Rarely, occasionally, a few times a year, monthly rewatches, or I quote them daily.
I'll be honest with you on this. I do love Disney movies, but I'm probably weird on the fact that I'm not rewatching Disney movies all the time because I'm too busy watching my Dateline and Unsolved Mysteries and true,
So would you
true
say
crime
a
things.
few times a year?
I would say
occasionally.
a few times a year.
Okay, 3.
3. Okay.
Okay. All right. What's your relationship with Disney music? Only during
Oh.
movies, occasionally, part of my playlist, regularly sing along, or I have a Disney playlist for every mood.
I have a Disney playlist for every mood. So we've got a Halloween, we've got a Christmas. When we're going to Disney, we have a playlist.
I love her.
She's amazing. That's a 5. My daughter's going to be jealous
Can you
because
share
she's
the
working
playlist?
herself up to this.
Yeah, I can.
For
I've got
every
a Spotify.
mood. All right. Have you ever cried watching a Disney scene? Never. Once as a kid, maybe a few times. Still do sometimes. Every single time. I'm not ashamed.
I would say I do a lot. Not every single time, but I mean, we walk
Okay,
in the
so 4.
park. I look at the castle. I'm on the cruise ship. I hear the horn. There's going to be tears, and it's really embarrassing.
All right. What's your go-to Disney Plus behavior? A, I don't use it. Or 1. Rarely watch, regularly stream movies, binge series and documentaries, or it's permanently open on my TV.
I would say binge series and
Okay,
documentaries.
4.
4.
Okay. All right. Favorite Disney era? Modern remakes, Pixar generation, 90s Renaissance, classic Walt era, or all of the above. It's all magic.
I would say I'm a 90s Michael Eisner.
3.
Okay. All right. Now we're going to do a little bit, and this is, I think, the last part, lifestyle and personality. How often do you wear Disney apparel or accessories? Never, occasionally, sometimes on trips. I have themed outfits, or I coordinate park looks or Disney bound.
I coordinate park looks.
5.
So I wore Disney ears to work on Halloween day.
So when you go to the Disney parks, you and your husband and maybe your child.
Oh, Reagan is not coordinating.
She won't coordinate
She
with
may wear some kind of Disney shirt, but yes.
So you and
she's-
your husband has matching shirts.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, you must.
We,
love it. She
we
drives
even got the
Reagan crazy.
matching Mickey Hey Dudes when we were at the mall not too long ago.
All right, how much Disney trivia do you know? Not much. A few fun facts, enough to impress friends. I'm the go-to Disney expert, or I could host Disney Jeopardy.
I would say I'm the go-to expert.
Four.
We have won that on the cruise ship.
Really? And it's a Disney cruise.
Yeah.
So
She should
all
get
these
extra credit
people-
for that.
all these people know Disney, but you're the winner on the ship. All right. How often do you post or share Disney content online? Never, rarely, occasionally, often with friends, family, or I'm basically a Disney influencer.
I'm not an influencer, but I do share a good bit. So if anything's going on in life, I'm going to find a Disney meme to express how I feel about that.
Okay.
I suggest 5.
Well, she says she's
same
not a
thing.
Disney influencer.
We could do a
but-
4.5.
I'm not quite Tim Tracker. So.
Yeah. You could be. You could be. Have you influenced others to become Disney fans? No. Maybe a friend or two. My kids or family love it. I've converted coworkers. I am the Disney recruiter of my circle.
I've recruited some. I think my daughter loved it. Then she got embarrassed as a teen. I feel like she'll come back around in her 20s, 30s when she wants to go on vacation and she'll love it again.
I think you're right. That's the way kids are.
So 4, 3?
They're not all like Holly's daughter. She wouldn't get embarrassed by any of that
No,
stuff.
she wouldn't.
She would hit it head on. So 4. Yeah.
4.
All right, and this is the final question here. If you could live in any Disney world, where would it be? None. I prefer real life. Pixar universe, Princess or Castle World, Adventureland or Galaxy's Edge, or I can't choose. I already live in one mentally.
Probably I already live in one mentally.
That's a All right, so Holly, how many points do we have total?
We're sitting at 64. 64 points.
All right, you just missed Mickey royalty. You are a super fan.
All right.
You've got your Disney ears, playlists, and countdown calendar ready. You live the dream. You're only 2 points away from
2 points.
the You Are the Magic Kingdom. You know every churro cart and cry during the fireworks show.
Well, I've got something to work for.
So there you go. Next time we have you back, you got to make up
We
those
want
2
you to
points.
get there.
busy with that.
That's
Make up
right.
those
We
2
want you
points.
to get there.
What would you say would be your best Disney memory?
I think the best Disney memory I have is going when I was in high school. I was probably in 9th grade. It was my mom, dad, me, my brother, and then my granny went, and my aunt and uncle, and a couple of the cousins there and their kids. It was, I don't know, 18 to 20 people on this particular trip. We went a good bit with my dad's side of the family, but this was one of the biggest trips. And we would hit a different park every day. And we went to a place called, I think it was Fat Boys or something like that. Big Boys. They had the big statue every morning.
That's big,
Big
boys.
boys.
And
Yep.
they would have these $5 breakfasts. So
Yep.
we would pile in. But we had a really good time, so much to the fact that my aunt had tried year after year to get us to be in a parade. And we actually we got picked and we were in a parade down Main Street one
Cool.
year. So that was a really neat memory.
Yeah, that would be.
Very
That's awesome. We got to move on to some other things. There's so many other questions I could ask you about Disney.
But I think they should make Disney free.
That would be
Free?
great.
Yes, everything else is more expensive in Disney.
They
Just
should
make
give you
the
free
entrance
admission,
Yes.
and then you got to pay for everything else.
Yeah.
But that would make the drinks like $30 a
No.
piece or something.
Oh, probably $100.
They got enough money as is.
Well.
They'll be okay.
That's how they make them.
It's capitalism.
It is.
That's right.
But it would be nice.
It would be nice. You need to come up with a foundation for that.
You almost
Oh,
need the
that's
Because
first
a lot
time
of the
you
kids
go.
never get a chance
Yeah,
to go
first
because
time
it's
you
so
go.
expensive.
That's
or even
right.
half off. Sponsor a kid.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Can we just do a Disney
All right,
trip?
let's do.
Well, Give Kids the World. I don't know if you know about that, but you should look into it if anybody's interested. But there is a foundation, Give Kids the World, and a friend of mine, she actually took her disabled child years ago. He passed, but they went every year and stayed at a particular place that kind of sponsored the trip. So they do a lot
cool. That's
for
good.
kids. So it's a really neat
So
organization.
it's funny you mentioned that, because when we lived in Florida, I used to live in Florida. I lived 20 minutes from Walt Disney's Magic Kingdom gates. And so my parents belonged to the fire department, the local volunteer fire department. And that organization would contact the local fire departments and see if there was volunteers that could come and help with the children.
Yes.
And so my parents always did it every year.
Oh, that's
so they would
nice.
get in for free. But of course, their entire time was taking care of these young, it wasn't necessarily a minor. Like, they had people that was, 30 and 40
That's
years
right.
old. But of course, their mentality, their barrier that was either it was God-given, or if it was via an accident or something,
Right.
was always younger. And so I remember growing up, my parents would always go to Disney to help out with these children, and it was that exact organization.
Yes, they do. They do so.
It was so cool.
much.
Yeah,
They really do.
My parents would come back and they would be exhausted, obviously, physically, because they're helping physically move these people and keep control, and all of the things that
Right.
go along, because it is a lot to
It is
see.
a lot, but they kind of give the parents a break and a
Yes,
vacation.
that's exactly what
that's,
they did.
and that's what they do. That hotel is really catered for that.
Yes.
And what they do, and they used to have the Osborne Light Show at Hollywood Studios, and I really hate that they took it down. But somebody said they moved it to an area that now, when people go and pay, all that money goes back toward that organization. So I thought that was really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good, because again, like Danica mentioned, if you are going to take a family there,
It's
it's
expensive.
$1,000 before you get in, even
Oh,
in the
before
door.
you walk in the door.
Yeah, so I mean, it is tough. I mean, but families, we did it a couple years ago, and we're saving all year to
That's
go.
right.
That's the big trip, and it was great. I mean, you just knew you're going to spend a lot of money, but
But that's why
you
we just
saved
go
all
over
year to
one
do
day
it.
one day a year.
Right.
We
Yeah.
stay in Florida for the beach, but then we drive over about an hour and a half, and just go for the day, because it has gotten a good bit more expensive. There was
Yeah.
ways years ago where you could go to the gas station and buy. Somebody bought a 7-day
Yes.
and they had 3 days
Yes,
left.
you could buy
literally
that,
go to the
yes.
gas station. My dad did it all the time, and buy the remainder days. People would just drop their things off.
Yeah.
The gas station owner would buy those and sell it for a small profit. But you didn't have fingerprints. You
Yeah,
didn't have this.
fingerprints
And
now.
now you have it.
can't-
Yeah.
Right. So
Next thing they would do is taking people's blood. If the blood doesn't match,
I
or
know.
the retina
well, they
Yes.
do say the retina scan's probably going to be the next
Yeah.
thing.
Sure will be.
It is.
But
Yeah.
oh boy, but it is a great thing if you can do it with your family. It's like that is the family trip that everybody wants to do at some point in
Yeah.
their life. All right, 3 things in the news before we get to our closing segment. Just 3 things that I saw in the news this week. Not in any order. Just they popped out at me. Dictionary.com has named their word of the year.
Uh-oh.
What do you think it is? Don't say anything, Danica, because I know you know, because I told you already.
Goodness.
What do you think the word
What does
of
it
the
start
year?
with? I swear that I did see this somewhere.
Oh, I can't tell you that. I
Oh.
would give it away.
Would it?
The word of the year.
It ain't even a word.
I know. That's what.
Is
Is
not
it
the
6-7?
it's 6-7.
I saw that.
Dictionary.com is really losing it now. I mean, it's not even words anymore.
Oh
but
my
yes,
gosh.
6-7 is the word of the year for 2025. And it says, why did we choose it as word of the year?
Yes.
Well, let's see. Because they saw that most in headlines, trends on social media, search engine results, and more to identify words that made an impact on conversations. And that's the one they chose that made the most impact. And still nobody really knows what it means.
Because Life 360 now has a thing, when you can say, like, love you or, like, ETA, where you at, or stuff like that. They have 6-7 on there.
Oh my goodness.
Life
they
360
do.
has
Oh my
that?
gosh.
Oh, I'm going to send that to my wife on the way home.
I try to keep in mind because everybody will be like,
Holly.
bless you. Everybody says, what are these weird words the kids are using?
I don't-
And I
this
think
is-
to ourselves, though, we had cornholio.
We do.
we had the 3-6-9, and we had 1, 2, 3 into the 4. There was all kind of. So I try to keep that at psych. Do you remember psych?
Oh, sure.
So I
There are a
guess
bunch of
every
those,
generation.
But I don't know, numbers are
That's
just kind of
true.
weird. It's,
It's
it's not
different. I
even
didn't know where it
words.
came
It's
What
a
about
number.
10-4? That was big in the 70s,
Well,
right?
yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
that's a CB thing.
That's
you
true.
know,
Right.
So I don't know, but evidently a rapper started it or something, and then it just exploded. Here are the other words that were considered. Agentic. I don't know.
What, excuse me?
AGENTIC has been used in psychology and sociology to describe human agency or the capacity to act independently, make choices, and shape one's environment.
Never heard of
Never
that.
heard of it.
Never heard of that.
Have heard of the next one, though. Aura farming.
Aura?
Yes, do
Like
you have
aura?
an aura? Yes. Aura.
A-U-R-A.
A-U-R-A.
Is that
Aura.
like you have an aura about you?
Yes. And if you're trying to, how is it, Danica?
I don't
if
know
you're
what
aura
that
farming,
is.
you would know
She's
that.
giggling.
It peaked in June after steady growth in the first half of the year. People are studying these things. Combines aura in the modern sense of charisma, style, or personal energy with farming, meaning cultivation or deliberate effort. The term refers to the practice of intentionally developing one's presence or vibe.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
So like
It's,
a vibe check.
Do you
but
know
now
the
it's
boat
aura
kid
farming?
meme? That's where it came from, supposedly. I don't know what that is, but I have people that have said, "Hey, you're aura farming. You're just trying to make yourself look better than you are." That's pretty much.
I've heard the word, but I have like literally no clue.
Never
So
heard
that's
of that.
it's a negative connotation. I
Yeah,
would
pretty
assume.
much. It's like you're trying too hard.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's going to be a new one that I just use
I
randomly
think
to
I'm going to
embarrass
try
my
to
daughter.
use it.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just teasing.
Um,
7.
There's a couple others that really don't make any sense
It's this one.
but there was one that's actually an emoji that was considered for word of the year. That was aura farming, yes.
Yeah.
Doing stupid stuff to
Yeah.
try to get attention.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really don't know.
So the dynamite emoji was considered as well. You know why? Do you know this,
Which one?
Danica? The dynamite
dynamite.
emoji where it's about to blow up.
I got to look at that.
Holly's
what that
getting
emoji
everybody
is.
sick.
Sorry.
I have no clue.
You know what? It's TNT, you know?
Yes.
They're using it, all the Swifties, to mean Taylor and Travis. So they send out a dynamite emoji. Taylor and
I
Travis.
like Taylor Swift, but I've never heard that.
Yes. Let's see. The
so
Gen
I guess I need to start using the dynamite
Oh.
emoji.
Yeah, I
don't.
guess.
Oh, I'm going to do it with my daughter too.
The Gen Z
670.
stare surged in popularity this year, capturing both a generational quirk and a cultural flashpoint. The term refers to a blank or expressionless look, often attributed to members of Generation Z, particularly in workplace or retail settings.
Those like people asking dumb questions.
So
at
people
work.
are going to stand there like,
Yes, I do that. I do that at work. I'm being so for real. I caught myself.
oh, guess what else came up on the list? Kiss cam. You know why? Because of the Coldplay concert.
Oh, yeah.
So
Uh-oh.
that got a lot of attention.
That'll get you in trouble.
Over tourism was a thing where people talk about too many people going to see places and they're not
Like
fun
Magic
anymore
Kingdom.
because it's too much tourism.
That's true.
They just raise the prices and
That's
to
right.
get the people out. Tariff was a big word, obviously.
Right.
And then I think this is the last one. Yeah. Trad wife. Short for traditional wife. Has renewed attention this year, originally tied to conservative subcultures that idealize a dutiful domestic model of femininity. Trad wife has since broadened into a label for an aesthetic as much as an ideology. They're on both sides. It's actually more of a negative thing.
Oh, a trad wife.
Because if you have a trad wife, then you're not letting your wife go out there and do her own thing.
Oh.
But there's a lots of women nowadays who would rather be a trad wife. You know?
Probably.
Yeah, wouldn't you wouldn't. You're not a trad wife. Yeah, you like to be out and doing stuff and having your own career and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're not the traditional
Oh,
stay home.
staying at home. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
I would love the opportunity to stay home, but that
Until
just
you
doesn't.
get bored.
That's,
The,
I think you always want the other one. Like if
That's
you're at
right.
home, you're like, what about being a career mom? But if you're a career mom, you wish you had more time at home. It's a hard balance.
It is.
Right.
It is. My wife's kind of going through that now that all of her kids are pretty much grown.
Yeah.
And it's like, what do you do? What do you do
It's
now?
your life.
It's like you
Yeah.
want to start another career so that you're not, so you're doing something, because
Yeah.
being a mom is a full-time job. The word of the year, by the way, last year was demure. The year before that, hallucinate. 2022 was the year of the woman. I'm trying to figure out what happened in 2022 that made it such, I mean, women run the world. We all know that. But
You're saying that because
I'm wondering why
of all the women.
2022 was,
You're smart.
I don't remember.
I don't
Aldi
either.
ship, whatever that was, 2021, and 2020 pandemic.
Of course.
All right, so there you go, dictionary.com. I guess they have the right to name the word of the year, but they're not even words anymore.
They're numbers.
All right, we're a little short, so I'm going to shorten it to 2 stories instead of 3. We're a little long, I should say, so I'll shorten it. Okay, we mentioned a restaurant a couple of weeks ago in Greenville called Scoundrel.
Yes.
Scoundrel was just awarded a Michelin star,
I heard that.
and I wanted to make sure that we mentioned that.
I think that's cool. Have you been?
No, I haven't.
I have
That's
not
the first
either.
I had heard of
Have
it.
you been to
I haven't.
Scoundrel?
It's French,
You been?
right?
haven't
French cuisine.
Yeah.
And they just got a 1 Michelin star. As a matter of fact, they just awarded all their stars for the Southeast restaurants. And Emerald's in New Orleans got two
stars.
Michelin stars. And that's actually run by Emerald's son now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Not the bang guy, but his son. I guess he's boom.
That's right.
But anyway, do you know these other restaurants? There's 3 other restaurants in the state of South Carolina, and this is for Holly pretty much because she's been to like every restaurant in the
I
state.
like to eat out.
Yeah.
But have you been? There's 3, and they're all in Charleston.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't frequent Charleston,
But it is a good place to go to eat. Malagon,
no.
Spanish
Never
place.
even heard of it.
Vern's,
Nope.
American Contemporary, and Wild Common,
No.
American Contemporary.
I've never heard
all,
of either.
I haven't.
All of those are located in Charleston, so check out those restaurants. And that means we're to the rating point, speaking of restaurants, of our guest. Needs
My
to give us
favorite
some
part.
recommendations. But first, we'll do entertainment first. If somebody's listening and they want to watch something that you think is really cool, whether you're binging it, you have already watched it, is it a movie, even a book or something, what can they do to entertain themselves, according to you, Julie Bell?
Well, there's a new book called Disney Adult that's out.
Did you write it?
I did not write it, but it is it's by the Disney food blog lady
I
AJ
love
Wolf, and so I've just started reading it. I got it from the local library, so
And that's a new book? It's
that
just
is
out?
it's a brand new, and I'm watching. Just started watching the new Welcome to Dairy
Oh,
series.
yeah, the It thing.
If
Yeah.
you like,
It's a prequel, right?
yes, it's a
Yeah.
prequel, kind of how all of that came about. We
Remember
just
the
watched the
clown?
first episode.
Oh,
but
Pennywise.
the prequel.
it's
and all
pretty,
that.
Oh,
it's
it's
pretty
scary.
interesting. It's kind of set back in the 50s or 60s and what happened in the town, but it's been pretty interesting.
And what is it called?
Welcome to Derry, Derry.
That's the
Okay.
name of the town.
Yes. And I'm always watching new documentaries.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, the one about the mom, I can't think of the name now.
The number, the
Yes.
phone number, unknown
Unknown
number.
number. If you haven't seen that one, watching the Murdaugh, the new Murdaugh one.
Oh, I
on,
saw
That's on
he-
Hulu,
Hulu.
right?
He
Okay.
came out and he's
Yeah, what
blasting it.
yes,
Saying it's
Oh,
all
did he?
lies. It's all lies.
yes.
Oh, I didn't
Patricia
know that.
Arquette's in it as
Okay.
the mom. She's doing it. She's done a good job. And then of course we're watching Dancing with the Stars. We watch that every Tuesday. My mother-in-law loves it, so we
Even
have
though
her
Corey's
over.
not in it anymore.
Corey's gone, but now we got to pull for Andy.
Andy who?
Is it Andy Richter? He was on Conan O'Brien.
Oh,
as
yeah,
like
yeah,
some-
yeah.
So he's he started really bad dancer. He's improved every week, but he's always at the bottom with the scores from the judges. But every week he beats out somebody because the people get to vote. So we kind of think that everybody's going to vote him up so much that he actually wins it.
Oh.
And it's happened before where somebody that cannot dance beats a traditional dancer on there. So it's interesting.
Yeah, you never know. And what about food? A restaurant you want to recommend?
Well, we like to go eat Mexican, and our favorite Mexican restaurant is what was I going to say? I had written it down because I didn't want to be wrong on the name. There's so many.
Something.
La Fagata.
There you go.
Yes. So shout out to La Fagata
Where is that at?
in Orlando that works there.
course.
It is on 28 Bypass, right when you turn from kind of Whitehall onto 28 out that way. Yes,
okay.
but we've tried different ones, but the man there is really nice, and he can tell us what we want to eat. He was like, "You're going to get this, you want that," and we're like, because we've been going for so many years, so we like that. And of course, we go to Logan's. We're kind of traditional. Reagan loves sushi and Chinese,
yeah?
and so we go out for that sometimes.
Is
but-
there a good place like around Belton or whatever that you go to?
Well, we
Or
we
where
do.
do you go? 'Cause
We
I always like to hear
we
about
do like to go to the little Chinese drive-through place that used to be KFC in Belton.
Oh,
They're
yeah, I know
really
where that
nice,
is.
and they have good fresh food. And then recently we've been trying the place near that used to be Dragon's Den, and it's a buffet. But it's really
Sushi
good in
buffet?
Anderson. They actually
Or
have
is it all Chinese?
all different Chinese,
Yeah.
and they do fresh hibachi. So you choose your meats and your veggies and rice or noodles, and then they cook it for you.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's part of it. So
I love hibachi.
yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
And then
good.
we
Check it
try,
out.
but we try to cook low carb at home on the days that we don't eat out.
Right.
We try to balance it a little bit. We try to balance it out.
Well, Julie, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Telling
I
us
enjoyed
about
it.
yourself and, of course, the great stuff that the WebbCraft Family Foundation does.
We
You're-
appreciate you all that you do for ACTC.
Absolutely.
It's
Thank
huge.
you. Thank
It
Absolutely.
you
really
so
does
much.
make a difference.
Well, we appreciate all the teachers and all the educators and places that put in these grants and educate the kids.
And it's webcraft.org.
That's
right?
it.
All right. Next week, Zach will be here in studio. We're working on a couple other guests because we don't want to talk to Zach the entire time. So we'll get that together for you this week. Don't forget, catch the podcast. It'll be up probably tomorrow on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcasts. And thanks for listening to The Boone Show. Like, subscribe, and share. Have a good night.